Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto.
Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. I am the Crypto Father and today is the 6th of June, 6/6. I found an interesting article on Ethereum and I wanted to share that with you. So make sure to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the very end so you don't miss any of the details. And hopefully leave me a comment in the comment section below, chime into the conversation. I'd love to hear what you have to say, particularly on this topic, on this prediction from VanEck. But before we do jump into the article, let's have a quick look at the market, because the market's looking pretty green today. We're back at $2.7 trillion, almost $2.8 trillion, $91 billion in trading volume on the 24-hour chart, which is pretty fantabulastic. Bitcoin back up at $71,000. Ethereum reaching for that 4,000. Binance BNB at close to $700. That's pretty insane. If you look at the graph here, it was pretty flatlined and then it just pumped. Solana back up at 173. Will it go for the 200? Quite possibly. It's a race. Toncoin, man, Toncoin is it's a bull. It's reaching for the stars. $7.25 on Toncoin. And Caspa has had a major run. It pumped all the way to 19 cents, 1904 or 1904, and then it retraced a little bit since then. But man, oh man, Caspa is on a tear. So VanEck made this forecast, this completely outlandish forecast of $154,000 for one Ethereum by the year 2030. So you got to keep in mind that this is two bull runs away. The present and the next one, which is going to take place sometime in 2029. But so let's have a look at this very, very outlandish, out there forecast. Because I mean, Ethereum is right now barely breaking above $4,000 and they're talking about 154. So what the heck is that all about? Asset manager VanEck projected the Ethereum at 22,000 by 2030. And so this appeared to be clickbait, but they do have a projection for this price as well, and I'll get to that in just a second. This represents a 487% increase from current levels, and VanEck bases this forecast on Ethereum's anticipated generation of 66 billion in free cash flows. The report puts a heavy weight on Ethereum's stablecoin landscape, as the blockchain settled 4 trillion in stablecoins over the past year, along with the facilitation of 5.5 trillion in these tokens. Additionally, the stablecoin market cap in Ethereum is over 91 billion. Compared to Web2 applications, Ethereum 3.4 billion generates more revenue than Etsy 2.7 billion, Twitch 2.6 billion, and Roblox 2.7 billion. Ethereum is a vibrant economic platform that can be considered a digital mall, whose usership has grown 15,000%, and revenue has surged at 161% since 2019. Ethereum receives a lot of hate, particularly for its transaction fees, and more recently for the possibility of its excessive centralization in the hands of the small number of the Ethereum Foundation. But you have to admit that Ethereum does bring a lot to the table. I mean, it's the first blockchain that allowed the creation of dApps, and it has been here the longest, other than Bitcoin and Litecoin. So given the time that Ethereum had to develop and to build an economy around itself, it only makes sense for it to be where it is right now. And the fact that it is larger than Etsy, Twitch, or Roblox, not together but separately, obviously, it says volumes of what Ethereum is and what they're capable of. And obviously there is a bunch of people that are working on it, very, very dedicated people, to making sure that this ecosystem grows and continues to develop. And since they are receiving a lot of support from quite possibly governments and other places, and the fact that the Ethereum spot ETFs have been passed despite the battles and disagreements on whether they should or should not have been passed, it seems to me like Ethereum has very little in its way right now. So notably, the recent approval of spot Ethereum exchange traded funds in the US also motivated the asset manager to evaluate their price prediction. VanEck also recognizes Ethereum's potential in the artificial intelligence sector, mentioning the inclusion of the AI end market in the updated valuation model. the network's infrastructure is extended to play a crucial role in the burgeoning AI economy, offering unique properties that are essential for the development of AI applications. Furthermore, the asset manager also mentions that Ethereum's impact extends beyond its financial capabilities, as it enables the creation of more engaging and lucrative applications for entrepreneurs through its permissionless and open source environment. As a result, VanEck estimates Ethereum is projected to derive 71% of its revenues from financial businesses by 2030, with other sectors like AI expected to contribute significantly to its revenue stream. And here's the prediction of what they're looking. So they split it up into three different scenarios. There's the base case, the bull case, and the bear case. In the base case, they predict that Ethereum will hit $22,000. In the bull case, they're looking at 154. So this is where the number came from. And in bear case, they're looking at $360 for one Ethereum. So that's quite interesting here. These predictions are based on several things. The first one is Ethereum's terminal smart contract market share. So provided that Ethereum is able to capture the market share, the smart contract market share to this extent, that's where the prediction comes in. So at the base case, it's 70%, bull case 90% of the market share, and in bear case it would only be 15%. Given that other blockchains are now coming to the front like Solana and Cardano, I guess this is what the bear case takes into account, the presence of other blockchains. And of course there's clearly the fact that Ethereum has been around for so long and it does have so many projects being built upon it, that it's hard to imagine that any other cryptocurrency would be able to surpass it in that time span. What I find also interesting is the fact that they included here a global tax rate on crypto, and they rounded it up at 15%. Now, I mean, if there is going to be a tax rate on crypto, 15% sounds like a reasonable target. Having it a global implemented tax rate is a bit of a far-fetched reach. I think it's a bit of a reach, because countries will of course do whatever they want to do. Like the tax rates that are being spoken of here in South Korea, we're looking anywhere from I guess 14 to 40% tax, depending on what the government decides to do, and they still have not decided on what to do. Initially they were talking about taxing people on gains of over $2,000 a year, while at the same time stock markets get to keep $50,000 a year before taxation kicks in. So that kicked up a stench, and so that never went through. That hasn't been settled here in South Korea. So a 50% tax would be great, but that's obviously just pure speculation. Validator cut is at 1%. The ETH supply also varies between the three cases. Now, I don't know what that is. Is that in million? Because presently the total supply of Ethereum is 120 million. What is interesting is that there's no max supply, which is kind of disconcerting. That means that basically they could continue to mint Ethereum willy-nilly, just like a currency. And maybe this is why this may be of interest to governments, because there is no cap on it. And if there is no cap on it, that means they could just continue printing Ethereum out, which is not great, and it goes against everything that cryptocurrencies stand for. The whole idea of cryptocurrencies is that it should be, the total supply of them should be immutable, and yet Ethereum does keep the right to apparently have unlimited supply. So in any case, the idea that Ethereum will be $22,000 by 2030 is if the total supply is at 100 million maybe, which is less than what it is right now. So would they be burning? I guess with the ongoing burn, quite possibly they're looking at this number, and this would be, I guess, at 98 million if there were only 98 million Ethereum tokens, and in the bear case 115 million supply. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that it's based on millions, because that would make sense. So whether this will come true or not is hard to tell, but one thing you got to keep in mind that so this is the chart for Ethereum right now. This is it's on the weekly, so this is the last bull run, the double top, and we are right now here. So Ethereum hasn't even surpassed its all-time high yet. And historically, we know that Ethereum does tend to follow Bitcoin's trajectory. So while Ethereum had a very similar double top to Bitcoin in the last bull run, Bitcoin has already surpassed its all-time high. Ethereum is still on track to that projection. So I guess we're looking at an Ethereum that will soon be close to $5,000. So that's probably coming if history is to repeat itself. If Ethereum continues to follow the trajectory that it did so far, the pattern, the similar pattern as it did so far, and copies the pattern of Bitcoin, then we should see Ethereum hit $5,000 sometime soon. And if we are going to talk about a $250,000 Bitcoin or $5,000 or $500,000 Bitcoin, then it wouldn't be unlikely to see Ethereum at $22,000 or higher prices. If we were to give a projection of 130,000 for Bitcoin, then I think we could do the same thing for Ethereum and give that projection as well, although that would have to be way above here. So could Ethereum hit $7,000 or even $10,000 this bull run? Quite possibly. If Bitcoin hits over $130,000, over $150,000 in this bull run, then I could see Ethereum reach for the sky and reach $10,000 per Ethereum. That could be quite possible. And if it does reach those levels, $10,000 per Ethereum in this bull run, then it's very possible that in the next bull run it could hit 22,000 or even above that. But of course, that's all speculation. None of it is financial advice. Please don't go and sell your house just based off of this video, but do keep in mind some of the fundamentals that I've discussed here, and let me know in the comment section below what you think. I would love to hear from you. But also remember to share the content, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and come back tomorrow for another video. If you are feeling inclined to do so, do consider becoming a member of the channel, become a crypto cat or a crypto kitten, and help me develop more content on a regular basis on this channel. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.